Hello students, a very warm day everyone. Welcome to virtual learning classes of SLVM School, and this is your Valley addressing from SLVM School Chakpatnagar. And now we are moved to our term 2 classes from today onwards, right? So here is our first lesson in our term 2 is in Rhino Land. In Rhino Land. So, look at the video in Rhino Land. In Rhino Land. Yes. Many more. See at the video clearly. Some animals are picturized here. What are those? Do you know that? Yes. Look at the video clearly. What is this? Lion. This is leopard. This is tiger. This is elephant, and this is crocodile, and this is rhinoceros, the animal. Okay, so in this lesson we are going to discuss about rhinos and Rhino Land. What is Rhino Land? Rhino Land in the sense the place where rhinoceros live. The place where rhinoceros live. So in this lesson we are going to discuss about rhino and the land of rhinoceros. Yes. So children, I am going with term 2 page number 6. Shall I start the lesson? Yes. Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga National Park in Assam has the largest population of the greater one-horned rhino in the world. Okay, where was the story and the discussion taken place? At Kaziranga National Park. And where was it located? It located at Assam. Okay, what was the name of the national park? Kaziranga National Park. And that park has the largest population of the greater one-horned rhino in the world. Okay, mainly the park has a largest population of these rhinos. And these rhinos, which type of rhinos? One-horned rhino. What is the meaning of one-horned? Look at the picture. I am moving the page. Look here. There was a small hunk. This is called horn. One-horned. That means at the nose of the rhino there is a sharp material. There is a sharp smoothing hunk. That's what we call it as horned. That's what we call it as one-horned rhinos. Okay. Every year it attracts hundreds of tourists from around the world. Obviously, we will go to national parks to visit many animals, right? Just like this Kaziranga National Park also has lot more tourists around from total world. Okay, the center of attraction, the main attraction of the park is this rhinos. In the passage below, a mother rhino and a young visitor tell us about their experiences in Kaziranga. In the passage below, this is a passage, this below, that passage below, lot more matter is there on the lesson, right? The main discussion of this lesson is there is a mother rhino and a baby rhino. Mother rhino, baby rhino. So those mother rhino and baby rhino are talking with each other. They are doing some conversation. They are talking with each other. So in this lesson we are going to know about the conversation between them. Conversation between them. Yes. Okay children. Yeah, now I am moving to section 1. Yes, section 1 here. It is the beginning of the November and our home Kaziranga National Park. They are saying it is the beginning of the November. Yes, this is the beginning of our November too. We we started our November month, right? Yes. And our home. And mainly the words are talking about. Who is talking these words? Mother Rhino. Mother Rhino is talking to us. So Mother Rhino is saying, this is the beginning of starting of November month and our home, Kaziranga National Park. Where was their home? Their home was at Kaziranga National Park. Has already seen the first trickle of tourists. They already seen the first trickle of tourists. Just started November just introduced it there. But also many more tourists are coming there. And let me introduce myself. I am Lady Rhino. Then after saying these words, the Lady Rhino is saying, I am the Lady Rhino, and the visitors call me the treat 100 rhinoceroses. Okay, I'm talking with you guys, but you don't know about me, right? I'm the Lady Rhino, and all the tourists and the people call me as one great horned rhino. Okay. Next, naturally, I get a lot of attention from the visitors as I wander about. Commonly it happens. Why? Because those are greater rhinoceros and looks very big, look like an elephant. So the people who are coming, the tourists who are coming attentionally, clearly, eagerly, will watch this rhinoceros. That's what the rhino is saying. And next, now that I have my little Rina. Then again the Lady Rina saying, but now I have my little Rina. I have my cute baby Rina. Up to now the Mother Rina talks with her. Then Mother Rina introducing her baby Rina to us. Okay, students? Then she accompanies me everywhere. Means she follows everywhere her mother. Little Rina is supposed to follow her mother Rina. Rina is my 1 year old half. How old was the little Rina? 1 year old. The prettiest in the entire park. The very sweet and cute in the entire park is the little Rina. The visitors love her almost as much as I love her. The tourists who are coming also love her. How much I love my baby? Just like me, the tourists also like my baby. Just like that, who is saying these words? The Lady Rina is saying. I enjoy watching my daughter look at the jeeps and the elephants with groups of excited people on them. The little baby is very cute. She is new to the world. So she's supposed to watch all the elephants and the jeeps and the people very excitedly. She is very happy about the tourists. She is delighted by them, and that is delighted for me. The little baby is very happy to watch all the people. While looking the little baby very happy, Mother Rhino also very happy. Okay. The greater one-horned rhinoceros is a mammal found mainly in northeast India. These great one-horned rhinos are mainly from northeast India. Okay, I hear the tour guide explain to the visitors. Many tourists are coming, right? For the tourists, some guides are there. Guide means the person who explains about all the places and all the main themes of this particular place. For example, if you want to go to a park or a national park, there are some people who can explain about the place and the animals, right? Those people we call them as guides. And here also at this Kaziranga National Park also there are many more tourists, and one of the tourists explaining about this northeast India to the visitors. Yes, he is right. What the tourist is saying is right. We live in the grassland at the foothills of the Himalayas. What the tourist said? The tourist said that these animals are very powerful, very special, and these great one-horned rhinoceros are mainly from northeast India, and they live in grasslands near Himalayas. Just like this, the tourist saying to the The guide saying to the tourists. The guide saying these words to tourists. While listening those words, Mother Rina saying to us, yes, what are the points the guide said is absolutely correct. We are from Himalayas. We came from Himalayas. Just like that, the Rina giving conclusion to the words of the tourist. Okay. But until some years ago, what happened? Before some years ago, our home was not safe for us. The Himalayas, the main home is not safe for rhinos. What happened? Many of us were hunted for our unique horns. The unique horn. That means, look at this. This is the unique. This is the unique horn. No other animal does not have that unique horn. Only rhinoceros will have the unique horn. So many people, many human beings came to Himalayas and hunted this, killed this rhinoceros for their horns. That's the bad incident, right? Yes, human beings are so greedy. Fortunately, today there are strong law and safety measures in the place to protect us. And I can see the chance that this has made there were more of us now. At that time, many more years ago, 200 years ago, 100 years ago, there are no laws. Simply any people can kill animals. But now government is giving us strict rules and laws that no one can kill animals. If anyone can kill any animal, surely they will punish. Surely they will punish by the government and the court. So now the rules are and the restrictions are very serious and very strict. But some years ago there was no rules. At that time, many more rhinos are supposed to kill, supposed to death. But now the conditions are very good. Okay. Although we do not live together, as a head, I do see many other rhinoceros or small groups of mothers and their calves. But one important thing we have to learn is buffaloes, sheep. You all know that there are like many member of group of family. But these rhinoceros are not more a group. It's a one or two people can be a joint family, or else a small group. Lot more, no more heavy. Many more rhinos we can't see at on a group. A small groups, a small heads. Only we look about this rhinoceros. We sometimes exchange notes and discuss how relieved we are to not have to worry about hunters and poachers. Okay, for it's a common and a silly incident that obviously these rhinoceros will arrange some meetings on some time. All the rhinoceros, all the rhinos come to one place. They will talk to each other. They will discuss about the hunters, the killers, and the humans and everything. They will share their views. They will exchange. They will talk to each other. Yes, the rhinos will talk to each other. It's a shocking thing, right? Yes. And next, over the years, I have wandered around Kaziranga and have seen that the park is varied and large. I especially about the tall elephant grass and the tropical forest. However, Rina seems to enjoy walking in the marshland. After many years after many years, the rhinos reached to Kaziranga Park. Okay, while at the starting of the Kaziranga Park, it's a varied and large place. Kaziranga place is a very large place. I especially about that there was a elephant grass and the tropical forest. On that park there are elephant grass. Elephant grass, that means a type of tall grass. A tall grass. And a tropical forest, that means forest. When rainfall came, when rain and rainfall came, then only the trees and the plants grown on some areas. That's what we call them as tropical forest. Mainly, this Kaziranga Park looks like a tropical forest. Look at the picture. There was a tall grass. We call them as elephant grass. Okay, children. And next, shall I move to next? Yes. Sometimes we walk into one of the four major rivers in our park. Okay, in that park there are four major rivers. There are four major rivers. The Brahmaputra water is cool and comfortable on a hot day. On that four rivers, one of the river is Brahmaputra. And Brahmaputra water is cool and comfortable. On a hot day, it was very sunny and bright day. On that time also, the Brahmaputra water gives a pleasant atmosphere and the water is very cool. It is winter now. Now, friends, obviously the winter time is entering, right? Yes, now it's winter. But the afternoons are still very warm. Still now, just observe our present atmosphere. At night, the climate is very cool. But at the time of afternoon sessions, we have some warm, hot climate. Yes, I think Raina and I will have a little fun in the Brahmaputra today. The baby Rina and mother Rina have some fun on the Brahmaputra river. Okay, but once she is only a year old, I will take her to a safe. The baby is a small one, right? Just 1.5 years. So, Lady Rhino has to take some care about the baby rhino. Okay, children? Spot away from the place where the large animals gather. At the moment, I can spot a wild boar and an Asiatic water buffalo, but otherwise, we are surrounded only by a hornbill, an Assam roofed turtle, and a family of monitor lizards. While they reached to Brahmaputra river, on that Brahmaputra river, some more animals and birds also playing and having their fun time at that Brahmaputra river. Yes, at that time, there are a lot more animals like wild boar, Asiatic water buffalo. There was a water buffalo and hornbill. Look at the picture. This is the bird. We called it as hornbill. And some Assam roofed tortoise, and a family of monitor lizards, some wild lizards. We can find those all the people on the near the Brahmaputra river. Okay, children. So I'm stopping here. In my next video, we will go further to the next class. Okay. Thank you, everyone.